What's saying, YouTube? Louis here again. We're gonna run some circuits in my favorite plane, the XCub, and then we may take off west and maybe do a quick landing one of these airports. See how they look. We're currently in King Solomon again. Beautiful weather. We're gonna try today a right-hand traffic pattern. We did left last time. No particular reason. It's always good to practice. So let's check. Fuel's good. Tank selected. Mixture's full. RPM full. Throttle at 0 for now. Lean. We're getting into our takeoff configuration. You always want to be able to get to max power immediately if you have to do a go around. Lights are on. Set our heading bug to centered so it's easier to set up. Like I said, we're orientated almost directly north, so we know our turns are all going to be cardinal directions, if not off by a few degrees, but in VFR we'll be okay. So, we'll take off, we'll do our crosswind, and then we'll turn downwind, and we'll turn base to final. So our goals here are to take off and try and hold 75 knots and climb to 500. Last time we were a little bit low on energy, so we're going to try and keep our nose down a little further. It's not going to be a short runway, so we can get as much energy as possible. At 500, we're going to turn direct east and keep climbing till 1,000. We're going to try and level off as we turn to the downwind, which is kind of hard. I always end up climbing a little too much, so we're going to cut the throttle a little bit faster. Now when we're on our down, we're going to try and level off at 1,000 and keep 90 knots. And then once we hit the threshold, we're going to go flaps 1. And then once we're 45 to the threshold, we're going to make our turn to base. We're going to go flaps 2, start our descent, try and hold 70 to 75 knots. We're ready, we're going to turn final. We're going to have final flaps. We're going to come in, engines idle at the threshold, and try and pitch or land for between 45 and 50 knots. Now we want to try and feather it in this time. If we even hear the stalls buzzer a few times, it's okay. If we've been coming in a little too hard, even though these STOL stall planes are meant for it, for short landings, I'm still not used to it, so I like to still land kind of normally. But these tail wheel planes, that's how they are, World War II style. Okay, go full throttle, a little bit of right rudder for P factor. The plane's going to always pull left because of the propeller turning to the left. So that's just how it works. All right. Nose is going to come down. Like I said, this is a tail wheel plane, a little more difficult. We're going to hold the nose down. She's squirrely, she's a fighter. Okay, up. Okay, look how much more, way more energy. So we're going to try and pitch for 75. Flap. Okay, we got a lot of energy. We're moving good here. Okay. 5, head east. We're going to do a right traffic pattern here. Nice and smooth. Keep our ascent. Holding 75. Oop. Pull a little bit too tight there, that's fine. Running 1,000 here. Okay. Turn downwind. Okay, I'm feeling pretty confident here. We're going to throttle down 17. We're holding 100. We're at 1,000. We're a little close, I'm not going to lie, with Daydream in there. Head in the throttles. Okay, flap 1. We're at the threshold. Throttle down to about 25. Hopefully we can start descending. Okay, at 45, we're going to make our turn base. See, when you're in the thick of it, your You're talking, you're doing radio work. It's intense. Okay, we're turning west. We're descending nicely. We're a little fast. But we're going to go flaps 2 once we hit our base. Okay, flaps 2. It's really going to slow us down. You can hear it. Doing okay. Okay, we're turning final. A little bit of rudder, so we have to correct. We can. Okay. I'd rather turn a little early than late. We're rounding out. Final flap. A little fast. Okay, I said final flap is down. We got a long runway here. Straighten up. Okay, we're actually doing pretty good here. Speed's coming down. Once we hit the threshold, I'm gonna engine idle. Okay, cross into the threshold, engine idle. Our target is 45 to 50 knots. Just gonna float her on top of the runway. Nice. Okay, one bump. Stick up. And brake. Okay, successful. Quick go around. Flaps up. Full throttle. Nose down. Build that energy up. Okay, we're airborne. Just hold 75 here. We're going to do another right hand pattern. Let's take it to 500. That noise is because we have nothing programmed into the autopilot. It's fine. Okay, 500. Head east. Keep climbing. Watching our altitude and our airspeed. I'm not even looking out the window here. I can't. Okay, even off. East. Keep climbing to 1,000. Holding our speed. Once we get to 1,000. Okay. Now we're going to throttle down a little bit. About 17. Downwind. We're real tight there, so we got a lot of room. That was intense. That was good. But we're high here, so let's cut it down. 25% throttle. Even lower. Okay. Trying to hold 1,000. 90 knots, so we're slow. We're doing good. We got decent speed. 80. It's a little slow, but it's fine. Make our life easy. Okay. Flaps 1. Cut the throttle. We're descending. 75 knots. We're good. Okay, 45, turn west, keep our ascent, watch our airspeed. Don't want to slow down too much, fall out of the sky. Okay, on base, flap 2. It's weird having that handle, I'm used to the Cessna. Okay, we're a little tighter here, turn final, watch speed. Turning a little bit early, but it's okay to notice that.
500.
Engine idle. We're just going to feather in as we're fast. Final flap. rudder. We're going to try and feather this again. Perfect. Evasive maneuvers, right? Never know. Okay. Very nice. Flaps up, full throttle. Get our control. Goes down. Let's get real fast here. Doing a VX. Flap up. And we're going to head straight west. Follow this. I think this is the Egbert. Instead of going to our cruise, which would be about 21 RPM, about 75 on the throttle, we're going to go to maneuverable, my maneuverability setting, or like a fighter setting, combat setting, which is about 25 and 25. You got to play with it just a little bit. But you should be good in any weather setting, most settings in like this. Follow this highway down. You know from the VFR map that there is an airport here, 2 of them. So let's see. Follow this and come in, fly over, get the sock, and do a pattern. Or you can do looks like a direct approach here. Get the view of the Bering Strait here. If you notice, we're in the tidal flats, so it's just flat. Mountains out to our rear. Let's see what happens. Let's get a little closer. Good little flying zone. As you can see from my GPS, there's a VOR and an NDB. So, you know, good for practicing. And a couple of GPS settings to our points. So, always be on the scan. I think I just caught eyes of that one. Oh, there's the second one. I see the lights. This video's been getting pretty long. I say we go for the direct approach here. Let's see if we can get into a visual. Cheat a little bit, you know. I had it. That was just the road I saw. That could be it over here. That's half the fun of flying VFR. We gotta watch our altitude. We're holding 1,000. You know, cruise speed 110. We're doing okay. Like I said, this 25 and 25 setting is pretty decent. Beautiful land out here. Tough people. Those of you wondering why I'm loaded in a bush trip, if you actually do this, it's kind of a fake way to get persistence. Ah, there it is. I lost it. It was right on me. There it is. So if you land and stuff, it'll actually remember where you landed and all this stuff. Kind of a weird hack. This game's got some weird issues. Okay. So let's get into our landing configuration. Our lights are on. We're going to go full RPM. We're going to watch our throttle because the plane's going to kick up. Okay. I can't tell where the wind is. But we're going fast. We're already almost at 1,000. We're below 1,000, so we got to be careful. It's such easy to just go left there. But I'm liking this. We're set up here. We're committed. This looks like a short runway. To our left here looks like an actual airport. But this is a bit more scenic. Okay, I'm going to make an executive decision here as the captain. I'm going to go flaps 1. I know we're a little fast. This airplane can handle that. But you got to be careful. You can watch, is the airport and runway moving up or down? Right, if it's moving down, it means we're going to fly over it. Moving up means we're going to hit the ground. So we got to watch. We're looking good. Fully VFR. Okay. Gotta slow down. Little hiccup there as it loads in the terrain. Beautiful. Too low here. Throttle, we're fine. Okay. This may be an aggressive landing. We'll see. Okay, we're bleeding. Cut the engines even more. Gotta wait for that first white line until we can get into our second flap. Release safely. I could pitch, but I don't want to lose too much energy. Okay, flap 2. Watch the nose. Low rudder. Flap 3. Bring her over. Okay. Going idle. Just gonna fly her in. Perfect. And those of you wondering about that skip, when you're flying this type of an airplane, that's normal. This is 1930s, 20s technology. Okay, nose up, brakes. Now there are 3-wheel landings, but I'm not proficient in that yet. Okay, beautiful. I saw the sock there. There was no wind. All right, guys, we'll call it there. Park and brake on, and we'll catch you for the next flight there.